I am embarrassed being a Kenyan at this point in my life, where you have a president who has completely ruined the image, beautiful image that Kenya has always had since independence on the international scene. You know, people see us as useless, bure kabisa, because we have something that is bure at the top, useless, bure kabisa. Even with this articulation, can the Gen Z believe in him? I doubt. Do Kenyans still believe in him? I doubt. Do hustlers believe in him? I doubt. Do Mamambogas believe in him? I doubt. Do the religious leaders believe in him? I doubt. Does his family believe in him? I doubt.
Oh, come on.
I doubt.
There, but let's
Do
go
you
to,
believe in
let's
him?
go to
I
my
doubt.
next question. The perception is that they are not with the loyal opposition.
Who?
Is this the case?
But if they're not with the lower opposition, then they're with the government. They're with Ruto. Straightforward. So-called experts who have been going around saying, oh, you know, we are going to go with Ruto. Now, where is it? They have been left with shit on their face. Shit on their face. Smack on their face. Which side is Badi going to look at? Which side is my friend Joe going to look at? And this, especially OP or die. Hey, we're going to be, until, who is he? He is an ordinary member like myself. Stop this nonsense, Mr. President. Stop this nonsense. We're not children. We are serious Kenyans. And we can see you lying, Mr. President. We can see you through our lenses. Stop lying to us. This is what Toto. What gives him the idea that he can do as he wishes? This is not his personal house. This is not Sogoi. I think the president needs to stop being simplistic.
Is there a vacuum post Raila?
Play one clip where Ruto has spoken truthfully.
A very good day to you and welcome to Philip Kisia Unscripted. This particular Saturday, we're going to have a conversation about the opposition's biggest test. You've seen a lot of activities from the opposition this week, from Uhuru Kenyatta in Jubilee, together with Fred Matiang'i, who is supposed, people assume, will be the flag bearer of Jubilee. We've seen Martha Karua's party. We've seen DCP with Rigathi Gachagua. Kalonzo Musyoka in an interview says he cannot deputize anyone, not this time around. He has done that a lot. This time he's going for the top seat. That will be my conversation today with Philip Kisia. He's a leadership and governance expert, the last town clerk of the city of Nairobi. And now he speaks the truth, says not now, he has been speaking the truth. Great to see you. How are you doing this particular Saturday?
I'm good, Jed, and I'm happy that you've corrected yourself.
Yes.
I have always been truthful.
You didn't record yesterday, you're not feeling well. I hope you're feeling well today.
I mean, with God's grace, man, I'm okay. That's why I've accepted the interview.
You know, I thought you have decided to join government and you'll stop criticizing, because you've always been criticizing government. Yeah, so yesterday I thought Kisia is gone.
Just because of one day, Jed.
Yes.
Be serious.
I thought you were gone.
In any event, Jed, I'm a human being. I can fall sick. I can be indisposed. I am not like others who pretend, man. I am a human being. I'm not a machine.
Let's get to your reflections and highlights before we talk about the loyal opposition.
Now, Jed, even before we talk about the loyal opposition and your questions for today, let me send condolences to couple Mutuku, whose body arrived from Haiti last night. And I don't know why most of the officers who are passing on in this mission, most of them seem to come from a particular region. I'm not saying anything, but condolences to the family. Again, we've lost a young man in a war that is not ours, something that does not make sense to the people of Kenya, but because of somebody's ego, our police officers are still there, restoring order in Haiti instead of restoring order here, back home, where we have goons harassing Kenyans. The other thing that was very intriguing, Jed, I think it was this morning I came across this interview, Richard Quest and His Excellency, the President, my friend, Arap Ruto, where Quest went headstrong on him, not like you people here. I don't know, I don't call you bad names, but
Here in Kenya, we don't.
I don't call you bad names. But Quest asked him a question straight up. Mr. President, you have been described as the worst president that Kenya has had since independence, and most likely a president that Kenyans will never want to have in another 200 years. And of course, the guy fumbled was just fumbling, and you're saying how focused he is in delivering results and transforming Kenya. But you know, there are no transformations in Kenya happening. The only transformation, Jed, that is happening is that most of his officers are either transforming from west upward, you know, like a balloon. Most of them are just ballooning. And of course, those who are not ballooning, most of them, including him, the pockets are ballooning. So that is the only transformation that is taking place in our republic. I mean, it is a sad story to tell.
Yeah.
And I mean, I am embarrassed being a Kenyan at this point in my life, where you have a president who has completely ruined the image, beautiful image that Kenya has always had since independence on the international scene. You know, people see us as useless, bure kabisa, because we have something that is bure at the top, useless, bure kabisa. Anyway, Jed,
Your reflections.
Before my reflections, I came across this quote by one of the greatest philosophers that this world has ever had, Plato. And Plato said, one of the penalties, he talks about penalties of refusing to participate in politics. Because some people say, oh, you know, I don't want politics. I'm in private sector. You know, I can't, I don't take sides. Is that you end up, when you refuse, you end up being governed, okay, by somebody who is inferior to you. Actually, I would have added who is incompetent, okay, who is most likely tribal, who is an imbecile, and who is stupid. When you fail to participate in politics, when you fail to cast your vote for the right person, you cast a vote to your tribe's person, you end up having an imbecile.
You've added to Plato's quote.
Yes, I've added to Plato's quote. But anyway, my reflections.
Your reflections.
My reflections.
You've started in a very high note.
My reflections, Jed.
Okay.
Jed, look for this interview of our lovely president, Ruto, at Unga.
Our lovely president.
Oh, yes. He is our president. You know, onasema, hata kama ni kilema ni wako. I didn't say it's a kilema.
Health, as we say in Kenya, is not a privilege for those who can afford. It is a right for every citizen. Rights, however, matter not when they are proclaimed on paper or in theory, but when they are realized in practice. This is why Kenya places people, communities, and their voices. Kenya's commitment to social participation is firmly anchored in both law and policy. Our constitution guarantees the right to the highest attainable standard of health on one hand, and the right of citizens to participate in governance. Both are constitutional imperatives. The Public Finance Management Act embeds citizen input in budget making, including in health.
Well, that is our lovely president, William Ruto, according to Kisia. Is at Unga talking about healthcare and the transformation he has done in this country. Why have you been reflecting on this?
Jed, you know, I looked at that video. First of all, it is not convincing. Not even for 1 minute. Not even for 1 second. He himself does not look convicted. I think he was just given a statement to read. And therefore, you could see a little fakeness coming from that statement that was read by the president of Kenya. You know, he talks about health being a right and not a privilege. I agree with him 100%. But is it a true fact? No. It's actually a privilege because people are dying, Jed. People are dying because we have a collapsed health system. Then he talks about, you know, that all these things are going to be, it's not about theory anymore, but it's about realization of our dreams, of a transformation that is only in his head. All right? Then he talks about his administration taking a people-centered approach. When we know it's a one-man show. Everything starts with Ruto and ends with Ruto. That, you know, it's not participatory. You know, we are living with a dictator here. And nothing that comes from the second person means anything. Everything must start and end with him. Then he talks about participative governance. I almost dropped dead, Jed. I don't know why I didn't drop dead. Me, I almost dropped
It is
dead.
a participatory
Governance.
governance
Governance.
system.
Oh my God. This is a one-man show. Jed, everything is starting and ending with him. But what also made more, I almost died when he added that even the budgeting process is inclusive. I said, my God, for sure, my friend William has a problem. He knows that in 2024, the Gen Z almost brought him down because of taking an approach, a one-man approach. The budget-making process was not participatory. It was him, Ruto and Ruto alone. All those fellows were bribed to vote in a particular manner. So where were people? Was it a people-centered approach? It was a one-man show. The man wanted his budget to go through, but the Gen Z stopped him. They put some brakes, heavy brakes on him. I don't know. During my time, there's a bus called Albion.
Yeah.
You would put a handbrake and you'd,
Put the
like that.
yeah.
Eh?
For you to stop.
The Gen Z did that one to him.
Handbrake.
The man could not breathe, man. The man could not breathe. He came out to read a statement that I said, I really felt sorry for the guy. But so all the statements are incorrect. They do not reflect the real situation on the ground. But that again is William Ruto for you. But then when I was really reflecting, I said, what sort of president are the Kenyans looking for? Okay? And I'll tell you, this tied in with my second reflection after reading the Infotrak report. Listening to Kenyans, looking at the Infotrak report, I came to the conclusion that Kenyans are looking for a calm president with a demeanor similar to Kibaki. They are not looking for a fiery president, a dictator. I came to the conclusion that Kenyans are looking for somebody with a clean record, not who has have so many files in DCI, ESCC, who has been in court, who has been in ICC, and the system here is only protected because he is at the top office. Otherwise, if you're not holding that office, I mean, the files that will be opened are so many that will bury the man 8 feet under. The issues of KEMSA are still there. The issues of fertilizer are still there. Issues of sugar, mercury in sugar are still there. The issues of Adani, we've not forgotten. The issues of tribalism, where all state jobs are given to one particular community, are still there. This issue of incompetence is still there. The issue of a one-man show is still there. This is a scandalous regime. So Kenyans, in my view, are looking for somebody who is clean, somebody who has integrity, and somebody who is going to unify this republic called Kenya. My second reflection, Jed,
Yes.
after reading the Infotrak report, Jed, 57% of Kenyans, 57, just work out. Those are how many millions? Almost 40 million Kenyans, almost, are saying that this country is headed in the wrong direction. 21% are saying, let me not give you an answer. But most likely, they agree with the 57%. Most likely. Or a majority of them will agree with the 57%. Only 17% are saying, only 17% out of 100% are saying that the country is headed in the right direction. Jed, you should read the report. It goes further to say, what are the issues? Yeah. What are the real issues? The issues, Jed, is what we've been talking about. Okay? Cost of living. That we're not breathing. That the taxes are so high. That what wako mawaya. Then they're saying there's social challenges. Things, of course, cost of living, unemployment, shisha, education is in a mess. What they're saying that they are facing a lot of economic hardships. A lot of economic hardships. That is what the Kenyans are saying, Jed. It is not me saying. But again, they go 79% of Kenyans. Mark you, 79% of Kenyans are saying that 2025 is worse than 2024. So things, when Ruto in his head believes, or he wants people to believe that we are doing good, Kenyans are saying, no, we are not, we're penning. It is worse off, it is getting worse. 79%, Jed, is almost the entire population are saying, listen, don't give us crap, man. We're suffering. But then if you look at again the report, the stats, interesting stats, Jed. Out of the original 7-8 provinces that we had before, okay, 5 have given him a red card. 5. Jed, 5 have given him red card. Jed, Coast, 52% are saying completely wrong direction. 23 are saying, we don't know, let's keep quiet. Eastern Province, 61% are saying, bure kabisa, hopeless, wrong direction. All 16% okay, let's keep our comments to ourselves. Most likely they agree. Western Kenya, Western, 62% are saying completely wrong direction. 19% maybe. Nyanza, where he has his men, my party leader.
With broad-based.
My party leader. With the control.
Wandai and Badi are there.
With the control, the broad-based, everything.
Yes.
Where the goodies are going. 53% are saying it is bad. 22% are saying we'll keep our comments. Which most likely they agree with the majority. Nai, where you and me are.
Kanairo.
58% are saying it's terrible. 25%, almost the entire city is saying we're in a mess. Central, Morima, 71% are saying, Kisha, tumemalizika. 17% are saying, hey, we're in trouble. Now, 5 areas, 5 are not punch you. 5 provinces. 5 provinces are saying they've given them a red card. 5. Actually, not 5. 6. 6. Red card. 2, include 2, Rift Valley. Half, 50% are saying wrong direction. His own backyard. 50%. His own backyard, Jed, not mine. His own backyard. Giving him a red card. Now, interesting. A further 24% are saying, we keep our comments. So 75% have given him a yellow card in his own backyard. Yellow card. Now, Northeastern Province, where he's pumping money, where he's saying you can even come, we don't need your birth certificate, we don't need anything, just come, we'll give you a voter card and an ID. Even there, they're saying, we don't care, man, with those goodies. We are not giving you a second term. 48% are saying it is bad. 20% are saying,
yellow card.
Now, what are the solutions? What are the solutions? What are people expecting William Ruto to do? Mark you, he has about 20 months. 20 months. They are saying, you must fix the economy now, not tomorrow. No more promises, no more talks, no more bullshit. Fix it now or never. Do you think he can do it if he has failed to do it in 3 years? Can he do it in less than 2 years?
Is this poll a reflection of the 2027 polls? Do you think people
I
will
am
vote
telling you,
this
this is what people are saying is one term. Jed, it's a reflection of 2027. Guys are saying, Mr. William Ruto, prepare to go home, including Rift Valley, his own backyard.
Let's take a look at your highlights before we talk about the loyal opposition. You've said Kenyans have said it's one term. What have you seen? What videos have you seen that are becoming our highlights?
Well, man, it's not me. It's Kenyan speaking.
Yes.
Jed, it's painful, but accept. This survey is not about Philip Kisia. The survey is about Kenyans.
And Kenyans have said
one term. Let's look at the highlights.
All right.
Last week, Jed, when I told you my party leader is a smart old man, he's a wise man, he's full of wisdom, he's intelligent, and the man listens to the ground. I told you, Jed. I
WhatsApped you and I asked you,
I told you. Play that video, my friend. As painful as it is, play it again.
You have not passed any resolutions as a party to say how we're going to go into the election of 2027. So wherever you are, don't commit the party to some things which have not been discussed. Let those things be discussed first. We are ODM. Who's told you that ODM will not have a candidate in 2027? Who has told you? So first, think as ODM. We have a clear plan that we have negotiated and we have agreed on, and let us continue to implement that plan. Other decisions we'll take when the time comes.
That's His Excellency, the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. He's saying, look, who has told you that ODM will not field a candidate? Who has told you that ODM will support Ruto in 2027? You said in our previous video that Raila will eventually leave Ruto.
Jed, I told you. I told you this man listens to the ground. And eventually he'll go with the people. He is people-centered. He's a clever man. He listens to the people. Then when he sees the people going in this particular direction, he will go in front of them. So he's been listening to the ground. And he has said that, listen, we have a 10-point agenda for us to implement. But we have between now and 2027. 2027 is a completely different ballgame. The party is going to make a decision. Okay? And the party is going to make a decision based on the ground. What the ground is saying.
Yeah.
Not because of the likes of the broad-based fellows, these experts, so-called experts, who have been going around saying, oh, you know, we are going to go with Ruto. Now, where is it? They have been left with shit on their face. Shit on their face. Smack on their face. Which side is Badi going to look at? Which side is my friend Joe going to look at? And this, especially OP or die. Hey, we're going to be, until, who is he? He is an ordinary member like myself, and is talking so loudly. But now I'm happy that the party leader has come up very strongly, and he has said, listen, stop that nonsense. We shall make the right decision based on the ground, listen to the ground. Only then shall we, or I as the party leader, will give direction. But for now, focus and deliver on the 10-point agenda. And because they are failing, the party leader is listening to the ground, and the ground will actually direct him which side to go. And I'm hoping that he can come back to the loyal opposition and now support one of us to ascend to power. Because he, over the period, over all these years, he has been, he has been losing even the support of Kalonzo. He's been losing. Kalonzo supported 3 times, he has lost. Then now, he comes in to stabilize governments. I don't want him to stabilize governments. I want him to help the loyal opposition to form a government of the people.
That doesn't need stabilization.
That we don't need stabilization because we'll waste 2 years stabilizing. Now, Jed, the final reflection, you was in Okambani the other day, Mitutuni.
Yeah, I saw you with Rigathi.
I was there with Mheshimiwa Kalonzo.
Yes.
And I was there with Rigathi. And, my friend JB, we were there. Loyal opposition. We were there for church service. Look for that video.
Na wewe umezoea kudanganya watu ati iko ukabila kina Rigathi. Parastatals ya Kenya CEOs 92 ni kabila yako. Nairobi out of 14 OCSs 9 ni kabila yako. The energy sector ni kabila yako. Everything umeweka watu yako. And then you come here to Machakos to lecture viongozi when you have sacked somebody from the community and replaced with your tribesmen. Just how foolish do you think the Kambas are? William Ruto, please respect this community. Wewe wanakuja hapa mitamboni ukilindwa na askari 3,000 kusomea viongozi ya Wakamba. Ati wamekataa maendeleo. Nani amekuzuia kuleta maji hapa Ugamani? Nani amekuzuia? Nani amekuzuia kuleta barabara? And the day you come shamelessly that morning, asubuhi hiyo ukija Ukambani, umefuta kazi Mativo, CEO wa Ketrako, umeweka Keboi mtu ya kwenu, and then unakuja hapa kusomea Wakamba, kusomea viongozi hawa, na unakuja tu kuwachekelea. Ni madharau si madharau? Why couldn't you wait? Kwanza ukuje, uvute huyu Mativo kesho. You don't sack him the same day you are coming to Machakos.
That's the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua speaking about tribalism in the country, saying that the Ukambani region is being taken for granted and Ruto is laughing on their faces. Why are we listening to this one before we get into our main talk?
You see, he's not just laughing at them. He is taking the Kambas to be stupid. How can you sack a man from that community the day before and the following day you make appearance? How stupid do you think these people are? How foolish do you think these people are? You think they're idiots? You think they're children? Even if they're children, you know, even if you have to look down upon people, even if you have to punish people, even if you have to mistreat people, do it intelligently. Don't inflict maximum pain. This man sacks a top guy, Mativo, engineer, very qualified, competent. I know him. He is a church man. He's a church elder. You sack him. He's not corrupt. You sack him. And you replace him. You call yourself not being a tribalist, but you replace him with a man from your tribe. Does it mean that all other tribes don't have engineers? Even Mount Sinai's engineer, I can tell you, qualified for one of the best universities in the world. But I'm not speaking. I'm not saying anything.
You haven't.
But again,
Yes.
a man who goes to a region, he's the president of Ukambani as well, with 3,000 askaris to guard him. So was he going to address fellows in Kiganjo, or was he going to address Kambas?
Yeah.
You know, some of these things are just shocking. I mean. But the level of arrogance shown and displayed to the people of Kambas, the Kambas should never forgive this man. They should never forgive him. Finally, Jed, on that matter.
Yes.
Development is a constitutional right. All Kenyans pay taxes. He's the president of the Republic of Kenya. Has he built roads and the Kambas have refused? Has he built hospitals and the Kambas have refused? Has he brought them water and the Kambas have refused? Stop this nonsense, Mr. President. Stop this nonsense. We're not children. We are serious Kenyans. And we can see you lying, Mr. President. We can see you through our lenses. Stop lying to us. Sisi watoto.
Let's get into a conversation. Talk about the opposition's biggest test. This test is in choosing a flag bearer for the loyal opposition. And you know, now more than ever before, Kenyans are watching whether there will be internal rivalries. Kenyans are watching who will refuse to support another. We have seen ODM at 20. We have seen Jubilee NDC. We have seen also the People Liberations Party for Martha Karua this week. All of them pledging that they will support one another internally. But in Martha Karua's party, where the loyal opposition was, together with Rigathi Gachagua, Eugene Wamalwa, and Kalonzo Musyoka, they said they will support the one that will be picked from them. In our conversation today with Philip Kisia, we want to understand how important coalitions are and how to strategize so that Kenyans can accept the flag bearer that is going to be picked. But before I ask you about the importance of these coalitions, let's go back a little bit and ask you, what is happening in the opposition? Because Kenyans are thinking, I know Mukisa Kitui is in charge of the secretariat, but from where you sit, what is happening in the loyal opposition that up to now we haven't gotten a name? Kenyans are looking for one.
You know, a name will come, Jed. But even before we dive into that matter, let's contextualize this issue. And everything is said in this video. The news item by Lillian Muli of Citizen. You know, look for that video, look for that clip and play it out. Everything that you have brought in into introductory remarks are actually captured in that video. All the principals have spoken and they have said one thing. They are going to sacrifice their personal ambitions, egos, and what have you, for the sake of the Republic of Kenya. Play it out, my friend.
Opposition leaders Martha Karua, Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Justin Muturi and Eugene Wamalwa have vowed to remain united and field one presidential candidate that will contest against President William Ruto in the 2027 general election. Speaking during the nomination of Martha Karua as the People's Liberation Party's presidential candidate, the leaders alleged that there is a plot to divide the opposition ahead of the general election.
We will subordinate our ambitions to the interests of Kenyans.
We shall make whatever sacrifices necessary for this country to make sure, under whatever circumstances, we have one presidential candidate to face William Ruto.
Safari ikianza, basi hatuna budi ila na sisi tuamue kwa kauli moja kwamba kamwe hatutarudi nyuma.
Our presence here is testament that we are here for the long haul.
Sisi tumeamua tutatembea pamoja vile mmetuona hapa hadi mwisho, hadi tuhakikishe one term has happened.
That's Citizen TV reporting from Mother Karua's NDC party. All the principals there are saying they will support one another. Is it easier said than done?
You see, what is the bigger picture? What is the bigger picture? The bigger picture is to save the Republic of Kenya from collapse. The bigger picture is to ensure the prosperity of our people. The bigger picture is to fix the economy. The bigger picture is to fix our education sector. The bigger picture is to put money in people's pocket. The bigger picture is not who will lead. Okay? So I can tell you, and that is why I consider that affirmation they have made in public as an oath. They have taken an oath. Because you've heard my friend JB saying, whoever slides back will have betrayed the people of Kenya. So they have taken an oath. And an oath is very serious. And I can tell you, I know this lady and gentleman. They are people of integrity. They cannot take an oath publicly, an affirmation. They cannot make an affirmation publicly and go against their own word. They are men and women of honor. And I'm a man of honor, you know that. And I only deal with people of honor. Therefore, I'm dealing with these people. They are people of honor. I can speak with a lot of confidence about this fine gentleman and this brilliant lady that we have, the Iron Lady, Mother Karua. But you see, what I can promise Kenyans is that the official loyal opposition will present one candidate, credible candidate. I also want to confirm that the candidate we finally settled for is a candidate that Kenyans will believe in and trust. Is a candidate that will work for all Kenyans. Is a candidate that will not go in to enrich himself or herself for the own personal gain. These are people who want to provide servant leadership. Their goal is one, to serve. Okay? We have had people talk about maybe Matiang'i being a project. That is NIS at his work. They're paid to do that. I've talked about people talking about Kalonzo defecting. Defecting to where? Where can Kalonzo defect to? Where? He can only defect to the loyal opposition. He's in the loyal opposition.
We have seen messages.
He's in the loyal opposition. He can only defect to the loyal opposition. Because the other one, the other side, there are two places you can go to. On the left is a devil's home, where people burn. Burn with oil and firewood. On the other side is milk and honey, God's side. You think Kalonzo would want to go to certain side? He will remain this side.
I saw a tweet from DCP
he will remain this
there
side.
are rainmakers, medicine men, there are people being sent
He will remain this side.
to ensure that Kalonzo joins government.
I can speak on his behalf. Kalonzo will remain on God's side, the people's side, where there's milk and honey. The other side, people are burning because of the sins they have committed. So stop this crap. But I think the biggest thing, before we get into your questions, Jed, is this is a defining moment for Kenya. There's a repeat of 2002. Because if you see what Kenyans are speaking in the interview that has been released by Infotrak, they are looking for somebody who, a good communicator, someone they can trust and what have you. So they're asking, can you just present us? We know all of you are all good. But can you present one of you just to provide leadership? Okay? But I can tell you, Jed, from where I'm sitting, and I'm in the kitchen cooking.
You're in the kitchen?
I'm in the kitchen. We are going to release a very cohesive strategy that will send Ruto home by 10 in the morning.
Of course, we'll talk about the challenges. You've talked about Kalonzo and Matiang'i in our conversation. But how critical are coalitions for the loyal opposition's success in challenging President William Ruto now? And what governance principles should this coalition that is going to be formed? We don't know the name, we don't know the slogan that you'll have. But for this coalition that you're going to have, what governing principles do you think must be there for Kenyans to actually make Ruto one term?
Jay, don't get fixated in a name. What is in a name? You say we don't have a name.
Yes.
What? They can even call it Philip Kisia.
I'm saying these are things
You are
Kenyans
so
are talking
fixated
These are
in
things
a
that
name.
Kenyans are talking
I'm a
about.
Kenyan.
I'm here to represent
Am I not
Kenyans.
a Kenyan, Jed?
Kenyans
Am I
are
not a
thinking,
Kenyan?
what will it be?
Am I not a Kenyan?
Will it be
Come on, Jed. Am I not a
Kalonzo?
Kenyan?
Will it be Azimio?
No, Jed,
These are
come
the
on.
questions
You
people have.
know, surely, Jed, let's talk about serious matter. But anyway,
Yes.
there are three things that will be the guiding principles that will ensure that Ruto is indeed a one-term president. Three. Number one, and it will be very critical and essential to note, that no single candidate, if you look at the Infotrak report, no single candidate can marshal support of the entire nation. True or not true?
True.
Okay? That they must work as a team. And their survival is based on them working as a team. And that is why the state has gone overdrive, to ensure that they don't remain as a team. So that is the first critical principle. Unity of purpose.
Right.
They must stick together. The second thing that they must take cognizance of is the issue of regional balancing.
Okay.
I mean, this country is, Jed, is true. Yeah, we have Gen Z, but they still belong to tribes.
We have to accept.
We must agree that people want to see a face of Kenya. This current regime is not a face of Kenya. And everybody can see. Everybody can feel it. Rigathi said, just in Nairobi, out of 14 OCSs, 9 are from one region. Is that the face of Kenya? So people want to see the team that will be presented. They want to see that face, a Kenyan face, so that they can have some comfort. Don't forget the other things, demographics like gender, things like the youth, Gen Z. People are saying, listen, are we represented? Are we inside? Are we on the table? Not just being inside.
Yes.
Are we on the table, on that table? We must be on that table.
Do you expect Gen Zs? Will there be Gen Zs on the secretariat?
Oh, my friend, that one you can take to the bank.
Okay.
Not in the secretariat. Forget about the secretariat only. Secretariat is forming government. They will be in government.
Okay.
They will be in government. They will be running government. Not like this one. Even when they just put one Gen Z there, and even the guy doesn't run the ministry, it is being run by somebody else. It's being run from State House. In our government, it will be an inclusive government where Gen Z, where gender will be taken, where every region, the face of Kenya will be in government. We are going to revive the 2002 moment. So this is a defining moment for the Republic of Kenya. The other thing, Jed, guiding principle, the issue of ego.
Okay.
We are human beings. Okay? We are human beings, Jed. So, and sometimes if you don't manage your ego, sometimes you can go off the mark. Okay? That should be replaced by the principles of inclusivity, accountability, transparency. That is what will build a cohesive coalition. A strong coalition that is going to send William Ruto home by 10 a.m.
You've talked about teamwork, you've talked about inclusivity.
Yes.
And check your ego.
And ego, we must deal with this ego thing. We must just know that we are all equals. But there must be somebody on the driver's seat. We cannot have two drivers at the same time. Correct?
Let's talk about the flag bearer. I know you don't want me to talk about names, but the qualities. We've seen Kalonzo Musyoka in an interview on Citizen TV. He was saying, it's not, running mate, that's not my thing now. I have to take the top seat. Gachagua is strong, saying that we are going for it. DCP and those steps saying he's their flag bearer. But Matiang'i, now with Jubilee, actually says he's going to be president. Martha Karua is there. Justin Muturi is there, Wamalwa is there. But let's not talk about the names. Let's talk about the qualities. If you're there and you're saying you're in the kitchen, what qualities are you looking for that person to carry the flag?
First of all, Jed, It is not me looking for the qualities. It is the Kenyans looking for the qualities. What sort of qualities are they looking for? But let me say this. All the people who have announced their candidature for presidency, to be considered for presidency, in the loyal opposition, qualify.
So far, all of them.
They qualify. I have not announced, but I qualify. In fact, I think I'm more qualified. But I have not announced.
Soon you may
announce. Because I think I'm qualified. Okay? So, it is not about who. I've told you that one of them will have to emerge to be the team leader. Okay? But this issue is being overplayed by the intelligence system.
Oh.
Yes. They're the ones who are trying to give this impression that these people are disunited. They cannot even deliver one person. We are going to shock them. We're going to shock them. But when we talk about what sort of leader Kenyans are looking for, and in my own opinion, I think at that level, during this transition moment, because Kenya has to now prepare to hand over. The old generation must prepare to hand over to the new generation. The new generation cannot hand over to the old generation. It is the old generation to hand over in a neat and organized manner. So if you ask me, the issue of seniority must come into play. Senior in terms of age, senior in terms of the experience that you've had in the political scene, the issue of you being a good communicator, a diplomat. You know, are you patient? Are you able to articulate yourself clearly? Are you able to project yourself? Are you able to unify this nation at this critical point in time? But most importantly, Jed, because I've been listening to the ground, Kenyans are saying, please, we don't want a dictator. We want somebody who is honest and truthful, somebody who can believe in, somebody who's a good communicator, somebody with integrity, clean. If you have so many files at DCI, if you have appeared at ESCC, and you have so many files at ESCC, if you have stolen people's land, and this is on record, you have stolen people's land and you've been convicted. If you have appeared before ICC, if you have killed our children, Jed, if you have been inconsistent, if you have just been a liar, if you have been incompetent, if, you know, the difference between you and truth is like day and night. People are saying, we are not going to welcome you. We want people who are consistent with very high levels of integrity. That is what people are looking for. The other thing that, Jed, if you ask me, people are looking for, because we are the bridge of collapse. They are saying, can we get somebody who is a bridge builder, building bridges between communities, between other races, between other regional blocks? Can we get somebody who can deal with ethnicity? Can we bring somebody who intergenerations, somebody who can, a father figure, somebody who can bring all these people together? Okay? Somebody who can transcend beyond ethnic lines and divides. That is what people are looking for. People are looking for somebody who is a strategic communicator. But not just communicating well, because even William communicates well. In your communication, do we inspire Kenyans? Can Kenyans believe in you, Jed? Yeah? Or, not just being articulate, Jed. Because this man, William, is articulate. But even with this articulation, can the Gen Z believe in him? I doubt. Do Kenyans still believe in him? I doubt. Do hustlers believe in him? I doubt. Do Mamambogas believe in him? I doubt. Do the religious leaders believe in him? I doubt. Does his family believe in him? I doubt.
Oh, come on.
I doubt.
There, but
do you believe in him?
Let's go to
I
the
doubt.
next question.
I doubt. I doubt.
Even the
I doubt.
You have talked about the qualities, but let's look at the challenges that are there. Of course, you've talked about the NIS thing that you believe is affecting the reputation of people like Kalonzo Musyoka and Fred Matiang'i. How can the opposition deal with these challenges so that Kenyans can actually not perceive these challenges to be the reality? Because now you're saying Matiang'i in Jubilee, some are saying he's working with Ruto, some actually can't believe this to be the reality. There's a conversation of Kalonzo being wooed to government, as we talked about that earlier. How do you think the opposition should deal with this so that we don't create internal or external rivalries that usually pop up when you're choosing a flag bearer?
Let me tell you, that interference is even creating a greater and very tight bond amongst the leadership. You know, when you don't have external and internal threats, you become complacent, right? But when you have a lot of external threats, you start forming, you start coalescing around, and you know that if your only survival is based on your unity. But, you know, NIS is allowed to go overdrive because their job is to work for the current regime, especially this NIS. Works for William.
Do you believe this is true? NIS is
Of
actually
course.
interfering with the opposition?
Yeah, come on. Even a baby who has not been born will tell you that they have been interfering. But they are bound to fail. Okay? You know, the beauty is, and I said, this external aggression has forced these people to come together. Yeah? Unity of purpose. Okay? And yesterday, they all made commitments. Actually, affirmation equals an oath.
Yes.
They took an oath. They said, we are going to stick together and we shall give you one. And anybody moving out of this will not have betrayed us, will have betrayed the people of the Republic of Kenya. Now, what can they do? You know, to avoid the challenges. One, clear messaging. Their messages should be very clear. They should continue affirming, giving confidence to the people of Kenya, but at the same time, working towards dismissing the propaganda emanating from NIS. They must make sure that is done. The second thing that they need to do is to ensure that they have mechanism that will take care of internal discipline or indiscipline. Okay? So how do they then deal with conflict? There must be a very clear way, clear steps of dealing with any conflict that may arise and dealing with it in a very open, transparent manner and dealing with this issue expeditiously.
What do you think, by the way, about that Mukisa Kitui thing, that Malala didn't want Mukisa Kitui to become the secretary?
You see,
that was a small
You see, that's
thing
a small matter. Don't even bring it.
But
there.
I'm asking, was that...
You remember, even me, I was supposed to have been the head of secretariat.
Yes.
But you see, there can only be one person at a time. Okay? The government is big. The roles are many. Each one of us has a role to play in the official opposition. But I have told you, Jed, the problem goes beyond individuals. We must save this country from collapse. Right. So let's not focus too much on individuals who are doing what. So long as they're competent, if they're not competent, we'll get rid of them. We'll force them out.
All right.
But I can tell you, you saw Malala when he was explained to why they settled for my brother Mukisa, he accepted that he has moved on. Okay? I have also been explained to why, you know, and we move on. But I can tell you that each one of us has a role to play within the official opposition. But that is a small matter.
Yeah.
Other thing that they must do is how do they count, you know, they must develop counter strategies to deal with sabotage. There must be a strategy. Because there's going to be, there's going to be sabotage.
Someone can craft something.
Yes. You never know. It's politics. When you're sleeping, others are awake. When you're awake, others are sleeping.
Yes.
So you must be alive to that fact. Yeah. So we must now develop grassroots structures that are solid, that our foundation must be based on a solid grassroots support. That our strength must emanate from the grassroots. It should not be from Kalonzo or Rigathi or Martha or JB. okay, or Matiangi, whatever, or Philip Kisia. I don't know why you leave me out, and I'm competent.
And Philip Kisia.
I have all the qualifications.
I've said and Philip
I am
Kisia.
telling you.
Yes.
So let our strength
yes.
emanate from the grassroots. Okay. The other thing is that unlike William Ruto, we need to start crafting a shared vision. The shared vision is not about us as political leaders, but it's about Kenya. Our vision 2030, our vision, not William Ruto's vision, our vision is about to expire. In another how many years? How many?
5.
4. We have not even achieved vision 2030. And Ruto says he's a smart guy. He's not a smart guy. If I was in that office, I would by now be reviewing vision 2030 and preparing vision 2062. The guy is not thinking, Jed. That's why I feel like boxing the fellow.
Yeah.
If you're sitting, I would have hit him very hard.
But by the way,
he slapped Chesida, we told you. I would have also slapped him. Because how? You say you are smart.
Yeah.
A vision is a country's vision is about to expire in 4 years.
Yes.
You've not reviewed. You are not crafting another shared vision beyond 2030. How can you be smart, for heaven's sake? How can you call yourself smart? You are not smart. You cannot be smart. So finally,
yes,
we must deal with the issue of personalities. These issues should not derail us. You're bringing in, Matiangi, I don't know what. No, come on.
But what is your thinking about this? Because I know you don't want to talk about it.
Yes.
But there was ODM at 20. There was Jubilee, NDC. All of them seem to be independent. I'm not saying they are, but they seem to be independent from the opposition. As much as Raila is saying they will field a candidate or Matiangi is with Jubilee, the perception is that they are not with the loyal opposition.
Who?
Is this the case?
But if they are not with the loyal opposition, then they're with the government. They're with Ruto. Straightforward. If you say you are not with the loyal opposition, then you are with Ruto. Full stop.
So this conversation that
Full
we are hearing...
Full stop. If you say you are not with the loyal opposition, you are with William Ruto. Jed, full stop. Finito.
Let's go to specific strategies as we wind up. What strategies should the loyal opposition put in place to ensure that Ruto is one term, including, as we talked about, balancing our ambition, structuring power sharing, public trust? What do you think should be done now to ensure that Kenyans actually believe in the loyal opposition and they know that Ruto will be one term?
People-centered approach. Everything should revolve around people. Everything we do is about the people of the Republic of Kenya. And we should avoid betrayal. Because if any one of us, if any party, like you said, I don't know others, forget about those optics. Forget about them. If you're not in the loyal opposition, you're with. So we're so clear. We are so clear. But anyway, to answer your question, what are the specific strategies?
As a
number one.
Expert.
Yes, number one.
Yes.
Balancing our ambitions. We must balance. And I'm happy that although Martha declared, she said she's willing to sacrifice. Rigathi said, although he's the best, he believes he's the best. He believes he's the best, but he's willing, for the sake of the Republic of Kenya, he's willing to do what?
Sacrifice.
To sacrifice. Matiangi has said the same thing. Although Jubilee didn't pronounce him as a presidential candidate, that was an NDC. I don't know. I'm not part of Jubilee. They are my friends, but they didn't.
What you have said, if they are not in the loyal opposition.
Yeah, then if Uhuru Kenyatta says that he's not in
but
then let him come out clear.
What if they're not saying? They are just there. Vague.
No, if he's not saying, there are only two sides. I said there's a side of God, where's the milk and honey, and side of Satan. So this thing is so clear as day and night, my brother Jed. But anyway, Jed, the other thing is that the strategies, having a very clear selection process of the eventual team leader. It must be transparent. It must be open. All the factors, need to be taken care of so that even the Kenyans and all the supporters you've seen out of the 8 regions, Jed, 6 have given William Ruto a red card. 6. 2 yellow card. So all these regions are watching. They are watching us very clearly. They're saying, just make sure that the process used is credible, believable, open, and transparent. Okay? And take all the factors into consideration so that we as Kenyans, we see a face of Kenya, we see a face of credibility, we get rid of incompetent fellows, we get rid of corruption. That is what Kenyans are seeing. The other thing, Jed, is the issue of all the parties. I know they have different manifestos, they have different, visions. We now need to bring and harmonize our policies and vision and create one document. Finally, Jed, on that matter, we must have a proper and solid power sharing arrangement where even Philip Kisia will be on that table. I must be on that table.
Internals, yes.
Internals, yes.
Thanks.
Mimi ndo nitanyorosha hawa.
Nitanyorosha.
Hawa.
But do you think it should be done now, the power sharing agreement? Do you think before the flag bearer?
It's not urgent.
How about things like zoning that usually pop up?
Those are part of strategy, my friend.
Should it be done now?
It's a reality. We're doing it, don't worry. You see, people talk about, do you have a strategy? If it's a strategy, you don't lay it bare. Do you give it to your enemy?
No.
So don't worry. We have a strategy. Don't forget I'm a strategist, trained.
Thanks for tuning in, and you don't say. Thanks for tuning into that conversation with Philip Kisia about the test of choosing a flag bearer. He says it's very easy as long as it is people-centered. Just as always, as we wrap up, final words from you as we are heading. It's Saturday. Now we're going to Sunday.
It's the end of the month. I am sure that today you must treat me. Anyway. Natuko mawaya.
Anyway.
There are two videos that, I came across actually this morning, which I think really fits into the discussion that we've had today. The first one is by my very good friend, Okia Omtata. I want to play, it's just a 1 minute. And then the other one is Kaikai's Kicker. Kaikai's Kicker. I want you to play the first 2 minutes of Kaikai's Kicker.
All right.
First 2 minutes. But Omtata is 1 minute.
All right.
Play them out.
Not steal from us, that he cannot mismanage the economy. He's just saying he's gone to school, he has been in parliament, he has been whatever, but he's not telling us he has got integrity. What did he do in parliament? What is his track record in parliament? What is his track record as a minister? What is his track record as a president? And I agree with him that if he is allowed to continue, we shall not recognize Kenya. Kenya will be a basket case. It will be dead, it will be gone. So I fully agree with him that if we allow him to continue, Kenya will not be there. We will not recognize it. And if we have already, Kenya is in the national anthem. So if we can't recognize Kenya in the national anthem, it will not be the Kenya we know. That will be a destroyed country. And I think he's very, very committed to achieving that.
And particularly the Gen Z. Here is my message. Get out on Monday and get registered as voters. The IEBC has just announced that the continuous registration of voters will resume on Monday, the 29th of this month. This is a very important window for every Kenyan of age that is yet to put their names in the list of voters. To the Gen Z specifically, this is your opportunity to acquire the most powerful weapon in the whole democratic universe, a voter's card. Alongside the national identity and maybe the Kenyan passport, a voter's card constitutes the most consequential possession of any citizen. A voter's card is the one true equalizer. It has exactly the same value for each citizen, regardless their status in society.
Senator of the Republic of Kenya from Busia, Senator Omtata and Linus Kaikai. Omtata says Kenya will be a basket republic based on how things are, and on the kicker, he's advising young people to register to vote.
A basket is better. A basket is better, Jed. Kenya will be something else. I don't say it to life.
Yeah.
It will be something else.
Yeah.
It's worse than a gunia. Actually, Kenya will be a dustbin. And it is true. And I agree with Omtata, and I agree with William Ruto. Another 2 years of William Ruto, add 5. Kenya will be a banana republic. You'll be here and you'll not believe it.
Another 2 years.
You will not believe it. I agree with him. He has told us that, give me another, he talks about 20. And you remember last week I said, who tells him he'll be in 20 years? Because He's old. He's not very young like me. But anyway, I hope he'll be around for another 30 years or 40, so that he can see how governments should be governed. But I agree with him 100% that Kenya will be a dustbin if he remains in charge. And therefore, Kenyans should take notice that this is not a man that should be entrusted with power even for another half a term. In fact, Kenyans have been very gracious to give him a full term. Okay, he has another 22 months. I don't know what happened. I don't say, and I'm not talking. But Kenyans have been gracious to him. If I were him, he should be preparing his speech. Yeah? To concede defeat. He should be preparing it. He should do what his best friend has done. Yeah?
In Malawi.
In Malawi. Prepare to leave State House. The other one is for you, Gen Z. You've been talking on social media. Fine. You even stopped the finance bill of 2024. Fine. You've been doing a great job. Fine. I personally love you, Gen Z. I just love you. All the love for the Gen Z. They have saved this country. They put brakes. You know, I talked about Albion.
Yes.
Albion.
The handbrake.
Handbrake. Ruto could not move. He couldn't breathe. Gen Z, man, they put that handbrake.
Yes.
That one, it was not like this one. They only have like this. You needed to have Ugali power.
Yes.
They put on him. The man went flat on the flat. So, take Kaikai's advice more seriously. You've done enough. You've done very well. Now, you have the equalizer. The equalizer is your vote. Ruto's vote is just like yours. My vote is just like yours. In fact, the only person whose vote is superior is God's vote, who will anoint the next leader of this republic, and it cannot be William Ruto.
Thanks for tuning into that conversation. It's all about the opposition, what needs to be done by you now. Of course, share this video with as many people as possible so that they can understand what is happening in the political arena. Thanks for tuning in. Have yourself a lovely rest of your day. Have a great weekend.
What gives him the idea that he can do as he wishes? This is not his personal house. This is not for going. I think the president needs to stop being simplistic.
Is there a vacuum post Raila?
Play one clip where Ruto has spoken truthfully.